Peonies are highly prized flowers native to China. Before being domesticated by the Chinese more than 1,500 years ago, peonies have been blooming and withering in the wild for thousands of years. Peonies have big and bright-coloured blossoms. They are fragrant and elegant. As the symbol of wealth and auspiciousness in the Chinese culture, peonies have long been admired by generations of the Chinese people. Thus, peonies left a lasting imprint on the long history of the Chinese culture. The Chinese have the tradition of using flowers as metaphors to depict certain types of people. For example, the plum flower is the symbol of people with forbearance. The lotus flower embodies those decent people with high moral standard, and the chrysanthemum flower symbolizes hermits who are indifferent to fame and wealth. Apart from enjoying these flowers, the Chinese tend to attribute them with certain personalities. The Chinese are particularly fond of peonies, which are the embodiments of national beauty and heavenly fragrance in China. The Chinese use such a title to praise the surreal beauty and fragrance of peonies. This must be the highest praise people can give to any kind of flower. It is no wonder that peonies were also the embodiments of the most beautiful ladies in ancient China. Records of peonies first appeared in the classic of poetry more than 3,000 years ago. They were viewed as love tokens at that time. Herbal classic of Shennong, written somewhere between the Qin and Han dynasties, treats peonies as medicinal herbs. During the Sui and Tang dynasties, peonies gradually became the ornamental flowers that people were enthusiastic about. Everybody was fond of peonies, whether he or she was the emperor, a high-ranking official, a peddler, or an ordinary soldier. Planting and watching peonies became very popular, both in the royal court and the broader society. Generations of poets could not ignore the beauty of peonies. Li Bai depicted Yang Guifei, a famous imperial concubine of the Tang dynasty, in a poem that reads, "I think of her silver clothing at the sight of drifting clouds, and her stunning appearance at the sight of flowers. The spring wind flows across the corridor, while the peonies are set off by the glittering dews." Liu Yuxi, another poet from the Tang dynasty, once wrote that, "Only peonies are truly national beauties, and their blooming blossoms are something sensational in the capital city." Portrait of a flower-wearing maid, a highly cherished painting from the Tang dynasty, depicts a maid wearing a giant peony flower on her head. The maid looks so gentle and gorgeous with that beautiful peony flower. The irresistible charm of peonies is probably the best marker for that prosperous era of China. Today, peony is still one of the most favourite flowers for the Chinese. Peonies are generally in full bloom in late April and early May each year, which is also the best time to enjoy these beautiful flowers. Beijing International Horticultural Expo, an event that will last half a year, is scheduled to open on April 29th, 2019. Here, people will have the opportunity to watch all kinds of flowers, taste the beauty of exotic gardens, enjoy the rustic scenery, and feel the amazing power of nature. As highly cherished flowers in China, peonies at the expo are set to display their idiosyncratic charm in front of the whole world.